Hey guys, let's hit a core circuit to warm up. I haven't done a core circuit quite a few weeks. I've mostly been sticking to workouts that I enjoy. But today I thought might as well give a core circuit a go. So what we're going to do, we're going to do bicycle crunches. Start off with this. Nice. Next, let's go into V-ups. Let's try it 10. 10 V-ups. Lost count. So, yeah. Nice. And then let's hit a plank. Let's do 1 minute on the plank. And then I think we'll do side planks after that. Remember, you don't want to be flat like this. You want to engage the core in the middle and push your butt up. So it's a bit of a slight triangle. And now, the time of the sides. I do this at the time of the sides. Something that says in the warm up, I did stretch before, but I don't really record the stretching anymore because I don't see any point. I'd rather just get straight and it with you guys. I think you guys know what the warm ups are. You can look at my previous vlogs. Let's go. Final 10. 5 seconds left. Done. Nice. Cool. Alright. I'm going to do that one more time and then we'll get into back day today. So smashing the back. Second set, we're just going to do 2 sets of this. Like I said, just a warm up, so we need to go too intense. Bring these in, touching each ankle, and pushing out. Nice. Next, we get V-ups. These are the killers. My issue is that I train core pretty much most sessions, so when I really come to do this, a bit of a trickier core circuit than my usual, and it really kills, really burns. I really feel like in those V-ups, my abs were not keeping up like they usually would. Focus on it, focus. Have a bit to have some focus. I wish I didn't check the time. I've got 20 seconds left. Just focus on breathing. Okay, nice, 5 seconds left. Done. Problem with me is my sleeping is still quite fucked, so my focus this week is simply to get my sleeping back up, back to sleeping properly. So yeah, let's go straight into back. Let's get pull-ups again. Another workout, another opportunity to do more pull-ups. Yeah. Let me hang for a second. I did pull-ups yesterday, so should be incredibly fresh. That's okay. Definitely. Let's give that a quick break and then back in doing more pull-ups. Next set, pull-ups. I would usually do these combined with leg raises, but with these ankle. So no need. Nice. Yes. One more set left. Let's give it a minute break and then back into it. I go to quite a commercial gym, so I always find that between like 3:30 till about 5:30, it's broccoli head hours. And it's all just the high school kids, all in groups, all broccoli heads, taking up the machines. To be honest, it's better than coming up post 5:30, especially on a Monday. Then the work crews come, the wages come, and that's wages are even longer. Then you can't get access to anything. The gym is packed. At least now it is packed, and it's bigger groups usually, but you can still get some access. It's not too bad. It's not as bad as like post 5:30. 5:30 to about 7:30, 8 on a weekday, especially Monday. Crazy. It's funny because on Monday that's when everyone's back into the fitness grind, right? And then by Wednesday, post Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, attendance drops off. Alright, let's go. Final one. But I'm pausing too much. Just to make sure I'm not kind of, those quick reps. Trying to take my time, fully lock out at the bottom, and then bring myself up slowly, and then coming back down a bit faster. The pull-ups you want to go slow up, so it's controlled, and then you can come a bit faster down. Obviously, gravity's going to kick in anyway and drag you down a bit faster anyway, so you can let gravity take in a bit, but you don't want that momentum where you're bouncing down and then back up. So you come back down, and then you get slow at the bottom, hold it, and then back up again. Next, let's do low rows. I'll use this attachment this time instead of the close grip. I feel like I'm spending too much on that one. So I'm going to keep it on 86 and just try and keep the rep range stable on that one and just rinse and repeat. I've got 3 sets. Yeah, I got 86. It is a little bit more trickier with the wider grip. I'm not really used to it, to be honest. I do prefer the close grip. It's okay. We'll give this a try this time, why not? And then I'm thinking after this is Lat Pulldowns. So we'll hit that now. Don't forget, what you take is monotonous, and boring. But the results definitely look good, guys. So that's what it's going to be. The work doesn't. Taking it down. Once again, it's a drop set in this. And central engaging. Let's do another. Okay. Just keep going. Alright. Next, let's go into pull downs. Yeah, what you take is monotonous, and boring. But the results definitely look good, guys. So that's what it's going to be. The work doesn't. Taking it down. Once again, it's a drop set in this. And central engaging. Let's do another. Okay. Just keep going. Let's go on to pull downs. Let's hit warm ups on the lat pull down. I'm just doing 52 kg for now. That strict for me on the warm up. Nowhere close to failure on the warm up. Let's increase. 79. Let's give it like 10 seconds and then jump back straight into it. It's not cooperating this well today. Nice. That break, and then we'll do 2 more sets of that. I'll probably drop set on the last set, to be honest. It's on 79 kg. I should be really doing this comfortably, but back's not cooperating, guys. I wish it was. Final set. I think I'll keep it 79 before we drop. Let's drop. Go down to 73. That's the thing, guys. You have to be doing these weights and making it look easy. Once you build yourself up, you've got to make it look easy. Can't be struggling on the first few reps. Struggle on the last few, but the first few, got to make it look too easy, if anything. Make it look easy. Don't think that made that quite look easy, to be honest, but that's it. Bros, let's just warm these up. Just do warm up weight. I don't even know if put these weights on, but they're tiny. Nice. First set backwards. Nice. Bit sloppy on the last couple reps. Nothing wrong, as long as I got them done. That's what matters. Being honest, sticking this weight. I haven't been able to progress beyond this weight, to be honest. Next week I think I'll try 2.5 extra on each side. Maybe just bring down the reps, like 1 or 2 reps. See how it goes. Alright. Let's go final back. My water bottle there. I think I could have gone slightly heavy on that one, to be honest with you. Let's hit deadlifts. I haven't done deadlifts for back day in some time, so I'm just going to warm up. 60s. And just go up from there. So with deadlifts, just make sure you're placing your feet hip length apart, so like that, and slightly pointing out. Just pointing out your feet slightly to the side, just to give yourself that soft base. Then you're gonna keep them lined up with your chins, so the line of the bar should just come just before your toes. So like where your toes are, just the line just before that. And then coming down. And then you want to kind of feel like you've got 2 oranges under your armpits. So imagine you're trying to squeeze 2 oranges between your armpits, and that allows you to engage your lats, and you want to keep your shoulders back and chest up. So. And then the squeeze up. Same all over your back down. Keep it controlled. And you don't want to overarch on the way up, just keep your hip out. Gauge your core and pull out. All in the lats. Once you're warmed up, once you get a bit of hang of the form, then you can start putting on more weights, which I'm going to do now. So I'm at 60. Not really sure what else I'm going to do. What else could I do? 20 extra. Yeah, probably have 20-20s. Alright. Got a bit more of a side on view for this one than the next rep. So once again guys, remember it's all in the lats, keeping the shoulders back, chest up and back. That's the focus the whole time. Hip width apart, pointing legs out. Start bending the knees, just get it past the chin.
It's 2 parties, 2 days. I don't know.
Trying to knock round out the back.
I said I'll try to go home. I'm actually.
Just gonna get a quick second break and then back again. Again, guys. Give that a break and then do one more rep. Not one more rep, one more set. Guys, feeling a bit light-headed after those deadlifts. On the last set, I'm going to just focus on my breathing a bit more. I feel like I'm holding my breath a little bit when I'm really pulling through the shoulders. I guess let's hit it. Pointing feet out slightly. Slow and steady, guys. You can very easily go lift on these. You don't want to. My grip is given. Done. Back. And let's get the plates off. All done. Let me get the plates off, and then we're done for the workout today. Back hasn't officially killed. Just about. Probably could have done one more exercise, but he's got all the time in the world, right? Not me. I want to talk about accountability. We just smashed back. Feeling good. I think deadlifts is definitely something I want to work on after I really get that pull-up perfected in the high rep ranges. I think with the pull-ups, next plan is muscle up. Train up those muscle ups. Once I'm hitting easy 20 reps of pull-ups, good form, of course, strict form, you could call it. But I'm talking about accountability. How are you guys holding yourselves accountable? And I'll tell you a few methods what people do. One of them is kind of writing a contract with yourself. And it's saying that I am going to do this, that, and you sign it and you hold yourself accountable. And then there's the implementation, right? So there'd be light. brightened up the footage a bit. So yeah, as I was saying, how are you holding yourself accountable to what you've said you want to do, what you want to achieve? What does that accountability system look like? And is there time for reflection? Because you can't hold yourself accountable if you're not even able to reflect on what you've done previously and what you would like to do going forward. So it's all about having at least a weekly check-in where you sit down 20 minutes, pen and paper, or write up notes on your phone or write up notes on your laptop. It's up to you, whatever space you like to kind of get a bit self-reflective in. And you might have to try it at different places. You could even do it while you're resting at the gym. So in between rests, you can just go in your phone notes and just have questions. And it's always good to start with some guiding questions to kind of give you that template of how to think and what you need to think about. So look at all the questions that you can get yourself. I think best thing is usually ChatGPT, good place to start. If I remember, I'll drop a template in the description, so just check out the description below. But yeah, it's just kind of sitting down and reflecting. And that's also what I've spoken about previously, is what is getting in the way of you being able to be self-aware and reflecting on yourself. Things like alcohol. If you are hungover the next day, your brain is fighting for survival. It's trying to fight off this poison that you've consumed, right? It's not in the mindset of, oh, let's sit down and reflect. So if you're going out, for example, let's say a lot of people like to do Sundays as a reflection day, right? Because it's just a slower day, shops close early. But if you're nursing a hangover, then what mindset does that put you in? I mean, your reflection should be, I don't want to drink anymore. But, those people who say that every week and then on the next weekend, social pressures. So when you're reflecting as well, you want to think about the environment that you're creating for yourself and what that environment feeds in. So is the environment you've set up for yourself, or maybe even not intentionally, maybe it's just friends and people you've just kind of hanged around with and old friends who are keeping you in that kind of environment, right? They're keeping you in that environment. It's thinking, what do I need to do? Because no matter what, if you want to change, that means you are going to be battling your old self, your old habits, your old way of thinking, your old comforts, all of that. So it's really about sitting back and thinking, like, really, what is it that I want for myself? And what are the steps I need to take to then achieve that and get that for myself? Is that changing my environment? I mean, some people may choose to cut some people off in order to achieve that, and if that has to be done, then that has to be done, right? You can always find new people, but not necessarily. Sometimes it's just distancing yourself, or just meeting that friend who maybe you always drink with, maybe like early in the day, to ask them, oh, do you want to go for a run? Suggesting other things. Not everything needs to be based around what you guys have previously known as your friendship. And if they can't accept that, then it's probably time to cut them off, right? So I'm not here trying to, I am here condoning cutting people off, because I think you start realizing that as you go through life, you're going to have changing friendships groups, and that's just the nature of friendships in adulthood. When you're a child, that's different, right? Like, your environment's chosen for you. You are made to go to a school. You don't pick the school, to an extent, but But when you're an adult, you can control all of that. You can control the environment you're in. If you don't like the environment, like the work you're in, then leave. Obviously, I would say save up, have a ramp, plan ahead, think about the best way for you to go about that without bankrupting yourself or be struggling. If you've got rent to pay, then save up 3-4 months. That's why, although a lot of these financial gurus are extremely annoying and all beat the same drum all the time, and it's a bit extreme, I'd say, as many things are online that you'd find. A lot of the extremes exist online. But having that emergency fund is important, because that gives you peace of mind, gives you that flexibility in life to say, you know what, I don't want that job anymore. That environment's not for me. my manager, people I work with, they're not conducive to the life I want to live. And you have to let go of that. I did that. I worked in the corporate world for, over 5 years. And I came to a point, I'll tell you what happened. We were kind of all in a room and kind of, you know, inflation rising costs. I think everyone had like rents going up, you know, people's costs were going up. And the company was just like, no pay rises for pretty much anyone in the company. And everyone was just there kind of complaining in the room. And I just thought, are you guys like that powerless? Like, and why am I here? I don't want to be powerless. Like, maybe you guys are okay with that, because and they're all saying, oh, never experienced this, or never gone this far, like never had cost rise as much and not be given a pay rise, or this or that. And it's like, what can they say? Like, you could have been top performing in the company that year and they still wouldn't give you a pay rise. So you're just going to sit there and just take it? No, that's not what I wanted. So literally from that point, I think my mind clicked, and 4 months later, I left the role. Could I have left in a better circumstances? Probably, but I left nonetheless. And I'd probably say my mental state at the time wasn't the best either, and that was due to work as well. I think that was just, a lot of it was rooted in me just not being content with the position I was in. So I took a leap of faith, and damn, am I still leaping. I haven't landed yet, sadly. So I'm still, you know, I would say relatively struggling. But it's a gradual thing. There's no such thing as like an overnight success, right? So things just take their time. Things take time to marinate, let's say. Like, you can't just expect things to fall in place and work for you straight away, but it's all about that gradual putting in the gradual work, increasing, finding new ways to kind of attack a problem. And sometimes you just got to sit with it. Like, I had my clothing brand and I just felt, you know what, it's okay I want to take a break for a couple months and focus on something else and come back with fresh eyes, because I felt like I was kind of just doing the daily chores and not much was coming from it. So it's definitely something to think, guys. Think about your life, how you want to approach it, etc.